We were on our way to soccer practice, and my daughter was hungry before we went to practice, so I stopped at Church's Chicken because we normally do. I was going to go through the drive-thru, but it was too packed, so I parked and I told her, here, just go get, what we normally get, and, I'll be right here outside waiting for you.
Maribel Ibanez was working at the Church's Chicken along with several of her coworkers when she waited on the defendant, Mr. Blake. He was trying to pay with a counterfeit $100 bill, and Ms. Ibanez very politely actually declined him, suggested he try to go somewhere else and cash it, and he left, came back in, left, came back in. The final time he came back in, he came with a gun that was hidden in the pocket of his hoodie jacket.
I saw her order, and then I looked down at my phone. And then I just heard gunshots, and I looked up, and I didn't see her no more. I thought I had lost her. And then he walked out like if he didn't do anything.
He waited in line behind a 12-year-old girl, waited till she was done ordering and stepped aside, and then he stepped up and just began shooting at all of the Church's Chicken employees. He shot Maribel Ibanez and she succumbed to her injuries, and he shot 2 other employees and narrowly missed a third.
Turned my car and I pulled up to the front of the Church's, and Alyssa was calling me, and she came out running, and I just hugged her.
Ms. Martinez has some medical background, and she wanted to make sure that everyone was okay. So she went back into the restaurant and asked, is everyone okay? And she couldn't see anyone because all the employees had dropped to the ground.
And I said, is everybody okay? And I just heard somebody say no, but I just heard moaning. And I asked him, oh my God, where are the keys? How do I lock the door? What if he comes back? Nobody answered. It was just pure moaning and blood everywhere. I came back out, and Alyssa called 911.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, can you hear me? This is 911.
At the Church's Chicken, they shot everybody in there.
What?
They shot everybody in there.
For Ms. Martinez and her daughter, I know it was a terrifying experience. I had a lot of witnesses in the case who didn't want to cooperate. And I can understand that, I can appreciate that. They were afraid of this shooter. But they both came to court, they overcame their fear, and they testified not once, but twice, having to sit there in open court and point at that defendant and say, that's the man who did the shooting.
I was scared, I was nervous, especially to be in the same courtroom as he was. But it was something that I felt I had to do.
Ms. Martinez in particular was, I think, a champion for her daughter because her daughter was really scared. The first time she had to testify at the preliminary exam, she actually took the stand and immediately started crying. We had to take a break, go outside. Ms. Martinez helped bolster her confidence and tell her everything was going to be okay, along with some of our victim advocates who, of course, were wonderful in supporting them. And she was able to come back into court and testify and make sure that justice was served.
So I just told her, the girl who died in the Church's Chicken, if I was her mom, I would want the person who saw him to testify to kind of put him behind bars. I just feel like as a mom, she did lose her child, and I thought I did. I feel like it was for us to put him behind bars and at least give her mom a little bit of justice.